Hello again, sir. Did you want some... What? You'd do that? You'd get exposed. There's no harm in that. If you're really Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right...
We could make the fruit rent ourselves, or simply purchase some. I'm at Rune's apothecary here in Mel.
I think I get the idea. Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow, an exceptionally useful long-ranged weapon. At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a successful archer is maintaining distance between you and your foes. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the mystical arts. Magic. Mages can cast a wide array of offensive spells and aid their allies with magical support. However, the more powerful the spell, the longer one must spend incanting it. Thus, a mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle without allies to protect them. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage of speed. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of other vocations. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely... But I shan't take up any more of your time.
Diligence has borne fruit at last.
They do say good things come to those who wait.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something? Do come again.
This hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps his time went looking. That place must be as a wet. Yet if all were to
If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vacation for those who seek. However, the more powerful thus, a mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle without allies to protect them. Very well, there is no, but I shan't take up any more of your time.
A common reward, frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
I'll gladly stay a while. I only work when I fancy.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
Shall we seek some answers?
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps his time I went looking for him.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with...
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none.
Shift's only just begun.
What to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps his time I went looking.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
Further exploration will gain us little, save tired limbs. Methinks we would do better to seek out an inn.
You really ought to have returned by now.
Make haste, then. We must leave in... Good. Then let us be on our way.
Look, Master! Goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our own weakness.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. At last. Our efforts have paid off.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistrust.
Focus your strength, Arisen.
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
Ranged attacks are my specialty, Master. Shall I assist? Masterfully done.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items.
The day grows darker with our every step.
Ears pricked. It will be difficult to pinpoint distant foes. By sight alone.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate. An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.